It's Thursday, the 19th of June 2014, and it's been over 8 weeks since my last video, so this is part 16. So carrying on from part 15, I'm very passionate about why these online sites for dating just are not working. Because after spending 7 years on one, it leaves a lasting impression. So what I will begin by saying is that recently, although I am no longer on PlentyofFish, I went back on there. Surprise, surprise. What do you see? You see the same female profiles yet again on there, clearly stating that they are looking for dating. But obviously they're not. They're looking for every conceivable thing imaginable except for dating. Because if they were genuinely looking for dating, like they say they are, and they're looking for a partner, it should be quite easy for them to find a partner. As I said before, they receive hundreds of messages per week and thousands of messages per month, and yet they still can't find one male, not one, to date, to say, right, I found someone now, I'm going to shut down my account, I no longer need it because I've got myself a boyfriend. I found myself a boyfriend. You never ever hear that. As I said, when I went back on there a few weeks ago, I saw a woman who contacted me over 2.5 years ago who stated she was looking for long term. She's still on there, looking for long term. Lucy Macy, who contacted me back at the end of January 2010, states she's looking for Mr. Right, yet she's still on there with a very recent live and active profile. So that's over 4.5 years. 4.5 years she's been looking for Mr. Right, and yet she still cannot find Mr. Right. She still has a profile on there. It's unbelievable. And there's many, many, many more. So, as I said, if you're a male and you're using that site, you'll know where I'm coming from. But also, I would say that the women on there, and possibly on other online sites for dating, are not honest. Because if they were honest, they would find a partner to date. They would not be on there for years and years and years at a time and not find anyone. So in my opinion, it is humanly impossible to receive thousands of messages from men who want to date you, and yet you can't find one, not one, out of all these thousands of men. You're still looking for a man to date. So that tells you they've got a hidden agenda, whatever that agenda is. To me, it stands out. Not only because I was on there 7 years, but it should stand out to everyone who actually reads the reviews. They speak to people who have been on there, and it's just impossible to be on that site for that amount of time and not find one male. It's totally and utterly impossible. And as I said, most of them are on multiple online dating sites. So I think what it comes down to is They go on there for attention. They do not go on there with genuine intentions. They go on there for the attention. That is what it comes down to. They are not in any way, shape or form looking for a man to date and to say, oh right, I found someone now, I've got myself a boyfriend. No, 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 no. They go on there for the attention. As I said, I could give you a list of names who were on there 4 years ago, supposedly looking for dating. And they're still on there today. At this very moment, they're still on Plenty of Fish, looking for a man for dating. So what does that tell you? It tells me that they're not honest. I hate to say that, but they're not. Because if they were, they would say, right, I'm not actually looking for dating. I'm just on here for the attention. Or I'm looking for an intimate encounter. Because the people who originally would put on their profiles that they're just looking for sex, they're honest. If you was to go onto a sex site or an adult site, a hookup site, whatever term you want to use, you will find honesty. You will find much more honesty than you will ever find on a dating site. And I'm not saying that everyone on a sex site is honest, because of course they're not. But I'm making the distinction between people looking for dating and people who are looking just for sex. The honest ones will be honest and say they are just looking for a hookup. But the ones who are looking for dating seems to be the ones who are the most troublesome. They are the most problematic. They're the ones who just, at the end of the day, are not honest. Because I'll say this again, I've said it many times before, there is no way on earth that you can stay on an online site for dating, receive thousands of messages per month from males who want to date you, and not find one male. It is humanly impossible. So I've given you my analogy on why they go on there. You've probably got your own views and opinions, which is good. As I said, to any men out there, do not waste your time on these dating sites. You can do a lot better by going into an internet chat room. I've had more success in actually having conversations in internet chat rooms than I had in over 7 years of being on Plenty of Fish. And I explained why. Because they receive so many messages they cannot reply to your message. That doesn't take away from the fact, in my opinion, that we do not live in a society where genuine, old school fashion courting, which some people may refer to today as the dating scene, it doesn't exist. It just does not exist. And as I said, the reviews speak for themselves. Over 95+% of users from around the world are having negative experiences. So that clearly tells you there's major problems. Major problems. With that being said, this is part 16, and part 17 is on its way.